Why? I just feel this is too easy, too smooth. I have a bad feeling that something might happen to her because he's gonna find out that she's taking advantage of him, or that she used him, or that she recorded him and did this.
Is there any way that he is gonna get a hint of maybe Light's plan? They are all just part of a plan? And that's why the notebook has been passed on from Misa to somebody else.
Maybe. Really crazy. Even the song's crazy, but alright guys, so I guess we can start off by talking about the guy who's Kira.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was the guy who was getting blackmailed, but I guess he wasn't, since he said something like he didn't know who Kira was gonna kill off.
But I mean, we still thought or were suspicious of him.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I really thought it was him, the guy. If you guys remember, the one with the longer hair that took the phone call from Light.
Yep.
That on the last episode, I thought it was him who they were blackmailing. But I guess it's not. It's this other guy who I never would have expected. And he's also supposed to be the most perverted one. He's like, not perverted, but he's the one that's been, so pushing on Misa.
Yep.
And then like she said, what are the chances that the one that's like the creepiest or the most perverted is the one that's, has Kira on his side.
He does look like he's the creepiest out of all of them. Honestly.
So what was weird was that he already knows all the details of like that, Misa should have obviously was the second Kira, or most likely was the second Kira. I'm not gonna say for sure because even he right now wasn't 100% sure until she killed off the one who was it, president of like some company.
Yeah, but just him having that information, it was crazy.
Yeah, like where did you get that?
Well, I'm pretty sure he got it from Rem because it's part of Light's plan.
But like no, but how did he find out that Misa? Well, okay, so in the beginning, if we jump back straight, just beginning, he was saying, or everybody was saying that Misa was connected to L in some type of way.
Yes.
Okay, and then that's when he ends up there when he was writing on a book next to Rem. He was talking about Misa was captured by L, which is then when she must have relinquished her death note to lose all her memories. And, then obviously she couldn't have been, guilty if she don't remember anything.
True.
And then he was saying he was gonna marry her, which is really creepy because he already had a plan. He said he was gonna marry her and then put a big old money on her like life insurance or something, and then kill her off, and then basically get the money. He has a pretty big plan. Is it gonna work? Maybe not, because look what just happened. Misa went out of her way to.
And I don't think Rem would even allow that.
Yeah, even Rem, even though she's his Shinigami, I have a really good feeling that no matter what, she'll protect them or protect Rem. Protect Misa.
Yeah, she'll protect Misa no matter what. Which honestly, it's so crazy to me because Misa doesn't have the notebook. She doesn't have the authority over the notebook.
It was just from that bit of time that they were together when she did have it that she got so close and bonded.
So now that makes me wonder, what is it that Misa has that all these Shinigamis are in a way falling, so they're creating such a deep bond that they're willing to sacrifice
I think she's just
their life.
such a good person and pure, like in soul. She's not cold-hearted. She's really doing things for love, or really just to. There's always an objective, I guess I can say, a mission of why she needs to do this and that. Before it was to meet Kira, so she was killing off these people, or because she loved him, or this and that. She wasn't telling on Light when she got caught by L because she, loved him, like I said. And, I guess she always has a purpose, which makes her really good, which is also why, who was it, that one Shinigami before Rem who was willing to give his life up for,
what was his name?
Fucking Mercy? No.
It wasn't Jealous.
Jealous. Yeah, it was,
Jealous?
I think it was Jealous.
Okay.
Him, like, I don't even think he really had like an actual relationship the way Rem and Misa did, but he was still willing to give up his life to protect her when she was gonna get attacked by that guy with the knife way back in, remember?
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it might be that she's just so pure-hearted and a good person. Like I said, even though Rem's not even her Shinigami, I'm sure she's more than willing to kill the person that she's the Shinigami to. Then kill off Rem. Yeah. Or why do you keep Rem, Misa, L, Light? They're all, oh my god. Okay, but it's just super interesting just seeing that bond that I guess a Shinigami can have with a human, because I never would have expected it, especially when seeing somebody like Ryuk, who would always say that he was just doing it for fun, for entertainment, just wanting to see what these humans are capable of, or how cold-hearted they are,
Yeah. True.
And then I guess I can add that in there real quick since I mentioned him. Ryuk, fuck, is he coming back? Like, I think we're already about in the 20 episode mark, right? And we haven't even seen him anymore. I'm kind of getting sad that he's not gonna come back out. That it's mostly gonna be with Rem, and then maybe Rem doing her goal, or that little what was it?
Accomplishing or fulfilling the
deal.
The deal
that she had with Light. Maybe I think that's why maybe she's still in here just to finish that part of it. I feel like that's the only reason that she might still be here is to maybe get rid of this guy, and then be like, oh, Light, don't forget, I've still got to finish my deal, which is kill off L, and then Light's gonna be more like, no, maybe don't do it no more, but it's gonna be too late because he already, I don't know, that's my opinion, maybe not, but I just feel like she's gonna end up, she needs to, that was the promise. He saves Misa, Light saves Misa from the hands of L.
Yep.
But Rem has to kill L.
But I just can't see Ryuk not coming back. I mean, if Rem
if
is
it's like an
slowly
episode.
if Rem is slowly making a comeback, I see Ryuk coming.
But for what reason?
I don't think Light would just completely forget about Ryuk.
Well, no, it's like with Rem. Remember before she flew away in that one episode where she gave the Light where she gave the death note to Light, and then Light ends up giving it back, which I'm sure was to give this death note to the Yotsuba members, or at least the guy, to at least get L's eyes off of Light and Misa and put it on somebody else.
Yeah.
And that was like probably Light's only solution. So what did he have to do? He had to let go of the death note. Basically, probably the last thing he wanted to do, but he needed to do it and give it to somebody else. And who did they give it to? Greedy, rich, successful business people who are looking to be more successful than what they already are.
So
by doing that, killing off other companies or presidents of other companies, or
Yeah, so he pretty much picked a perfect crowd, you can say.
Yeah.
They're people that greedy, can always be looked at, and not just one but multiple of them.
Yeah, they were even willing to kill off one of their own group members. It just shows you how cold-hearted they can be.
Yeah, they're like, you're disposable. Boop.
So I guess we can jump to where Misa ends up going to, I guess, an interview with Yotsuba. They really wanted to figure out what her deal was, why she was captured by L. What did he accomplish by doing this? And, really just, what was, why? Why? I guess it's because they suspected she was a second Kira.
Yeah. So
right? They were still even suspecting that L must have had a reason for taking you in, and keeping you there,
and then letting you go.
But then, they asked her, what's the story? And she's like, oh, well, he, captured me. I didn't remember, obviously she don't remember anything. So, she was like, L couldn't prove that I was Kira, so he let me go. And I guess they were like, okay.
So instead of an interview, it turned more into an interrogation.
Yeah, definitely. And who gets up and goes to the bathroom? The guy who has Rem, the
I
Kira.
Call Kira now.
Yeah, the third Kira, I guess you can say.
Sure. Yep.
So Misa also asks if she can go to the bathroom, which she does. Who does she run into? Rem. How? Because Rem ends up ripping a little piece of paper off of the death note, touching Misa with it.
Yep.
I thought that Misa would have got her memories back as long as, touching that death note.
And I was hoping for that.
But I guess not. It just gives her the ability to see Rem. Which I guess is more than enough because, Rem was then able to explain to her everything that happened, that I was your Shinigami, in your past,
Yeah.
You were previously the Kira, the second Kira, and Light was the first Kira, and now this is what's going on. This guy became Kira. He's a piece of crap, and that he's gonna most likely end up killing you. So be careful. Follow what Light says. I feel like she feels that, or I feel that she even knows that Light's capable of figuring this out by just doing what he says.
Yeah, because like we've said in the beginning, Rem knows Light's plan. And I think Light's plan must be a good one and a very beneficial one to Misa if Rem is doing and going through all this trouble to help with the plan.
Yeah, definitely. So, like we said, she tells her all the information she needed to know, all the past, what the Death Note is capable of, that she used to previously have a really, stronger power than what Light. Yeah. Because, she used to have the Shinigami eyes, which, neither of them had them. And then she was, kind of benefiting from them because she already had that extra life that Jealous gave her. So she was able to take the Shinigami eyes without really any consequences because Jealous's lifespan ended up going on to her. So, by her taking the Shinigami eyes, she probably obviously she reduced her lifespan by half, but she already had a double lifespan because of Jealous.
So maybe that made up for it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, she was just very strong before, and Rem made sure to clarify, that she was previously Kira also. Because right now even Misa was like, no, I'm not, I was never the second Kira, but at least now she knows that she was, and that Light was also Kira, so that's why she feels like now they're even close. It seems like now she even feels like they're now supposed to be together or even closer bonded because they used to both previously be Kira 1 and Kira 2.
Yeah, it just kind of like brought some validation to her feelings and whatnot.
So, what happens next? Rem ends up telling Misa that I'm gonna show you who
who Kira or now Kira is.
Of the Yotsuba members, Kira. She says Rem said she's gonna stand behind the guy, which she does. It's one of the ones that I never expected.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, but so we find out that he's Kira. So Misa then ends up going back to L, Light, everybody down back at the headquarters, letting them know that she was hired by Yotsuba, but that she should probably start, pursuing this or going straight after this guy who's supposed to be Kira. But, Light's like, no, let's hold it off a little bit. This is very dangerous for you, so let's try a different plan. But Misa has her own plan, which is when she's walking away, she's speaking to herself saying, I got a plan. I know what I'm gonna do. And she goes ahead and goes through with their plan, which is to go and meet up with a friend, take her costume or a nurse costume, her nurse uniform, and play it off so she can get away from the agent who's supposed to be following her.
She just needed to sneak away and get the heck away from that guy who's supposed to be, like a bodyguard / manager, agent.
Yeah. And well, she does. And she ends up going out with one of the Yotsuba guys who is Kira. And, I guess this is the part that surprised me because I never thought this was going to be her plan, go straight head first into the fire, like this is the guy who's Kira, who's able to kill you. But I think she even knew that he liked her. So he was very, trying to flirt with her, trying to just, hit on her a little bit. I think she even knew that he wasn't going to be willing to just go out and kill her. You know what I mean? Since he kind of liked her in a way.
Yeah.
So she was using that to her advantage, which helped because then she was able to get him to admit that he was Kira by recording him on her cell phone. And then she ends up taking it back and showing Light, L, and everybody, which was crazy. Just, that scene of I knew there was something in her pocket. It was just figuring out what. She didn't have the plan of, she didn't tell this plan to Light and L, so they could wire her or anything. It was, herself, which is very interesting. It just shows you that even Misa was, willing to do whatever it takes to get rid of this Kira, or, whether it's that or, help out Light and L. Before Misa gets him to confess, he's like, let me make sure you're the second Kira, because I'm not going to prove something to you when you haven't even proved something to me. So what does he want? He wants her to kill off this president guy. This I guess he must be a president of a company. She ends up writing something down, but I'm trying to figure out like how is she gonna kill him if she doesn't even own the Death Note? So by her writing on the paper, Rem must have seen it, or because I seen Rem writing herself. You know what I mean? It was obviously Rem who killed off this president guy, but how did she get the paper? Or was it the little paper that she ended up handing to Misa to write on, and maybe that transferred over?
Well, see, that's where I was confused too, because it's like you said, she wrote on the paper, which is understandable. When you write on the paper of the death note, the person dies. But she had no authority over the notebook or no authority over Rem.
Well, as long as you have the paper though, because remember Ray Pember, you know, he didn't own the death note, but Light gave him a paper and he was able to.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm still a little confused on how the notebook works and what the rules are. And
well, no, I wouldn't say just really what the rules are. I say more of like, I'm just confused how she got the paper, how Rem was able to know what Misa wrote on the paper.
Well, I mean, I could see if you write on a piece of the paper, maybe Rem having a copy of it, it will come up. Well,
that's what I was kind of saying, was like maybe it pops up, maybe her writing on it just magically shows what she wrote on the, you know what I mean? Since it's still part of the death note.
Yeah.
It just keeps like a record of it, you know. It transfers over to keep a record of it. I don't know, guys. Very good, very crazy, very intense. You know, and then what does this creepy perverted Kira do? He jumps on top of Misa, telling him that, you know, I'm the other Kira, and let's go to my apartment or something. I don't know what the, you know.
Yeah, and all this because Rem actually kills the president, and he gets that phone call.
Yeah.
You know,
just to confirm that she's another Kira.
Yeah.
And then, like we were saying, guys, in the end, you know, Misa has this conversation recorded. She's letting L, Light, Matsuda, Chief Yagami, you know, the whole crew listen to it. Yep. Everybody's like surprised and shocked because they would never, probably just like us, think that Misa would be capable or even be willing to do something like that.
But I think they were more shocked to know that she found out who the Kira was.
And you know that, because you know that's probably totally out of her comfort zone, or a lot of them just, they didn't think that was even that easy. Gonna be that easy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. They probably thought they were gonna have to go through this long
obstacle course
journey, when in reality it was like all she had to do was make a phone call or send out a text, go on a date, and get the information.
Yeah, just easy. I guess that easy enough. But she did need to play it off a little bit like, I'm Kira, and she would have never known that if Rem wouldn't have helped her out and told her you were previously Kira. You know, so I feel Rem really did save the day here. Yeah. She did what she needed to do, which was grab that little piece of paper and touch Misa, which brought a little bit of joy, because I was thinking, Misa's gonna get her memories back and blah blah blah, you know. But you know, no, not exactly, but it still was a little bit, you know, happy or good, because she was willing to, you know, help her out. Yeah. No, still having those feelings for Misa, you know, because that was her previous Shinigami. Yeah. And like even Misa or Rem was saying, you haven't changed a bit. You're still the same person, which is, I guess, good. So till next time, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Thrown out all the photographs. They just don't feel the same. And I screen your calls, 'cause we don't talk anymore. I'm cleaning out my house, and finally I can breathe. I'm trying to move on like you did.